Well, the time has finally come. I'm down here at the Yadborough River and about to do a hike that I've wanted to do for about 8 years. Josh and I, we're heading up to the castle with the plan to photograph the landscape at the top, something I've wanted to do for a very long time. And today the weather is absolutely perfect, so pretty stoked. The drive-in got us frothing. The views of the castle from the road were unbelievable. So I'm gonna put the camera away and let's make our way to the top. We are not far in, but you can see the castle up there, and it looks like a mission, but it looks spectacular. So pumped for this. Although we have got some darkish clouds coming in. That was not on the forecast.
Don't have any rain gear. Probably right.
Oh well. So we're currently here in winter. It's the end of July, and this weather's, I don't know, it doesn't seem seasonal. It's quite warm today, and I'm already sweating it up. I would hate to do this in summer. And there's trees on the track and a way around. But I'd say up the top, I think the elevation's about 850 meters. Should be a bit cooler up there. And hopefully not too windy. Whew. So I want to tell you a quick story of why we're doing this trip today. And that's because on a bikepacking trip last year, I met a guy named John Harris, and he's a commercial photographer, and he also does like fine art, print. Naturally, on the trip we're talking about photography, and I was telling him how I've wanted to go to the top of the castle and do a sunrise photography shoot up there, and he was super keen for the same. So we planned today to do it, or this weekend, and unfortunately he called me yesterday and he's crook, so he's unable to make it. But Josh and I, we had the bags packed, so we're doing it anyway. Carrying camera gear is always hard work, and because this is a photography trip, I bought one to film with and another camera in my backpack to take photos with while I'm filming. So it's pretty heavy, and these stairs are starting to hurt. Man, those views, holy shit. How good's that?
Nothing gets me more excited than being out in the bush with my camera. I was so happy to be finally attempting to get what I called my bucket shot. A sunrise photograph of Byangee Walls and Pigeon House Mountain from the summit of the castle. What makes this photograph so special is the challenging and possibly dangerous hike to get to the summit. This photograph has been a long time coming. Man, I hope it turns out like I imagine.
shit.
Almost ate shit.
I didn't even have to bend down. Yeah. Loving it. So the trail's starting to get rougher, and doing it with a big camera and tripod in my hand was getting a bit tricky. My legs are starting to cramp because I wasn't taking any weight with my arms, so packed it all away. And when we get higher, I'll get the big camera back out. Now my tripod keeps snagging on everything. Seriously, how good? Here's the view. And it is only set to get better. We must follow the arrows. Straight up. Josh doesn't have hiking shoes or hiking boots, nor does he have a hiking backpack. He's my model, so he's got to look good, but he's saying that, my backpack's not a proper hiking one either. It's a camera bag, but with hiking in mind, with an actual hip strap, so it's pretty good. That's cool, eh?
Oh. 2 stories.
Go in there.
No way. You jump on your head. Shit. Bit of bats, which is good.
Well, we've just stopped for a quick bite to eat, some lunch before we tackle that up behind me. But the view out here is pretty nice. And the wind's a bit stronger than I was expecting. It's kind of blowing up over this saddle, so not sure what it's going to be like at the top, but we might not be able to camp up there if it's super windy, but there is the campsite down over the other side, which also has a pretty nice view. So we'll continue on, see where we end up. Alright, we have made it to a bit of an intersection. Straight up, cut through the rock walls, and it looks like a pretty fun section to try and hike through, but that sort of takes us to the cliff face. It takes us up to the top of the castle. Then we've got this other way, which takes us over the saddle and down to the campground. Now, because it's pretty gusty, the wind's sort of coming and going, it'll probably be heaps windy up the top, so we've decided we're just going to go down to the campground and stay there, and then we might either go up for a sunset mission, try and get up there, or we'll get up nice and early and try and get up there for a sunrise. But we've never done it before, and it's pretty hairy looking climb to get up there, so doing it for the first time in the dark is probably not the best idea, but we'll see what happens. I'll wait for that wind to stop. I don't know if you can hear the wind in the GoPro, probably, because the audio is normally pretty garbage, but as you can see, the trees are blowing a gale up there, and it's not too bad in here, but when you're out in the edges, the gusts are really strong. This whole trip was planned around being at the top for a sunrise, and that's been my dream, just a sunrise, get this shot. It's kind of disappointing that it's so windy, because the weather forecast actually didn't have much wind, so, but maybe it's always windy up here, I don't know. Anyway, we'll head down to camp, and hopefully we can get up there for sunrise or sunset, some sort of blue hour or golden hour when the lighting's nice. Bit of a shame, but anyway, that's life, that's photography, that's something on the ground. I wonder if that's Josh's. The closer we get to this campground, the less windy it gets. and the more I'm disappointed we're not on top. I know it'll be blowing a gale. I reckon this is it. There's a tent, yeah. Well, there's that wind. There's plenty of room, which is good. Well, looks like we've found camp. Not a bad little spot. Alright, I'm ready for bed now. So at Koyoyo Creek campground, there is a creek here and apparently there's water, although kind of dry, but it's a proper mission to get down to. And I've just bought a cup to fill up with water. I'll probably spill it all by the time I get to the top. There's definitely a little pool here. Alright, bit of an update. We've set up camp now. We're at Koyoyo Creek campground and we've decided to just stay here and relax. Josh has been sick for the last 2 weeks and he went to a concert last night, so he's pretty tired, and we've decided to just go to bed early and get up probably like 4 AM and try and summit to be up there for a sunrise. So we're going to do it in the dark, and that's its own little adventure in itself, so that should be pretty wild because it is steep cliff faces that we've never done before, but we'll see what happens. For now, we've just gone down and collected some water for dinner, which was a bit of a mission. Not a lot of water at the moment, we haven't had too much rain. So yeah, just going to relax. There is a nice little lookout here, so we'll probably go and grab our beers and just sit and watch the sun go down and then come back and cook dinner and enjoy the afternoon. Anyway, let's go have that beer.
Okay, it wasn't. It didn't feel that bad at all. It was just a little quiet. Last second. Still cool in there, the dark section.
I wonder if it's a Clyde River.
Oh yeah, it could be. I saw that pretty close on that map.
That's the one we swam in, hey?
River, all the way to the coast. Oh, that's the big one that comes out at
This blue hour light is just perfect. Absolutely love it, and hopefully we can be up the top before the sun comes over the horizon in the morning, because that would be magic. Loving it. I got one of these twig stove things. I think I'm about to start a bushfire. Have a look at this tent. There's crap everywhere in here. I was sitting outside having dinner earlier, and in the corner of my eye I saw like a little bush rat run past. So anyway, I've bought everything inside the tent that I don't want to get eaten. I don't want anything to get eaten. And there's that wind again. And you hear that? I did film a bit of the trees when I was outside, so yeah, she's super windy out there. Anyway, just gone 7:30 and I've set my alarm clock for 4 AM. Hopefully that gives us enough time to work out how to get up to the top. I don't think it would take that long normally, but we're giving ourselves a bit of extra time because it's going to be dark and we don't know where we're going. And fingers crossed we can make it up there for sunrise, because that's the whole reason we're on this trip, is to get a shot of that landscape with the sun coming up. Bucket shot. Anyway, see you at 4 AM. Bye.
This is your 11 PM update. I can't sleep. It's so windy out there. It's pretty protected in here, so I'm pretty safe. It's just the noise of that wind just howls through and it just keeps waking me up. It's also not cold at all, and I have this super warm sleeping bag that I just have to be inside, yet I'm overheating. I'm very happy we didn't try and sleep up the top, because I've been known to make poor decisions when I want something really badly. Like a photo. So yeah, pretty happy we're down here and not up in that gale force winds. Anyway, I can't sleep, so I thought I'd say hello. But I'm going to try. Good night.
Oh man.
Yo.
What do you want to do?
Oh.
Open this up.
Hey?
Good morning.
Morning. Fuck, I thought the wind might die. Hasn't, has it?
No, it's fucking brutal.
Yeah, it's getting worse. Can't believe how warm it was last night.
I know. I don't know. How'd you sleep?
Oh, I was awake every 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know, it's fucked. Part of me feels like it's just so windy that we just do the sunrise here. I just think, imagine how fucking windy it's going to be.
Yeah.
Trying to climb up there in the dark.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to go on a mission, but the other part of me is like, is that a fucking stupid idea?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't know. What's your thoughts?
Oh, I feel the same way. I mean, if you want to go up, I'll go up, but...
No, f*** it. I reckon I'll have to come back another day to try and get it one day. It's pretty hectic, the wind.
Yeah, I know. I mean, if there was no wind, we'd be keen.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go back to bed and we'll get up 6 and just go down here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. Decisions is made. We're going back to bed. Well, good morning. We have a sunrise. While it's not from the top, still pretty nice, and I won't complain. Let's just enjoy this one and get a few photos. It's a pretty nice view up here. The reason I've wanted to make a video about photography is all my older videos were shot on this Canon EOS R, and it was their first mirrorless camera, and I had it for a couple of years, and there's just a few things that I don't really like about it. I ended up upgrading to the Canon R6 when that came out, and the plan was to sell this body, but before I did that I wanted to make a video about photography so I could film with one and take photos with the other, and it's never happened. I've taken this second body on many trips just carrying it around for no reason. And this was going to be the trip. And it kind of is the trip. I just wanted to be on top of the castle looking down at all that. It would have been magic. So I might have to hold on to it a little longer until that happens for a sunrise. If there wasn't that high area, this would be amazing. It still is amazing. All right, we're all packed up. It's still pretty windy, but we're gonna go have a crack and see what it's like. Can just be a recce run if we can't get up there. But have a look at all these dead trees. That's where my tent was. I think that's one of the reasons I couldn't sleep very well last night, just waiting for one of them to fall on top of me. Anyway, I'm gonna pack this big camera away and we're gonna try and get to the view. Ready, Josh?
Do it.
Very close to a big dirty snake.
My heart is 100 miles an hour. Put my hand on it.
That just shows how warm it is at the moment. It is like middle of winter. It's the 30th of July. Normally the snakes are asleep, but obviously these warm temps are just waking them up.
Really fucking on edge now.
We're good. Whew.
Oh, there's a rope there.
That's probably where we go back through. I'll check the maps.
There is a little trail through here too.
Yeah, we're right at the point, so that would take us back to the car. We'll have to go up and over that. I do remember them coming down that in the video, so
Yeah, right.
they must have come through, down, around and back up. So we could leave the packs here. There you go, there's some packs.
Oh, that's all, mate.
Yeah. Reach. All right, packs are off and it is a lot easier to move. Warning, New South Wales Parks does not install or maintain ropes to assist the ascent of the castle. Ropes should not be relied on.
Right.
Well, it's very protected in here with no wind. Oh man. You can start to see on top of the Byangee walls, that's cool. To the top! So windy.
Oh, I can't right smile off my face there.
Well, we've made it to the wild part and there are some ropes here, which is good, but it's kind of protected here, but up there I think it's going to be too exposed. Anyway, Josh has just gone up, now it's my turn.
So CX super exposed up here. And it is howling wind. I'm a little bit protected. The top is going to be insane. Just waiting for Timmy to climb up here.
So windy. Need a drink of water now. Wow. Don't know how we're going to get down, but we're here. And it's not that windy, we could have camped up here. Hectic. So good.
Oh my goodness. What?
That's wild, eh?
Oh my god. Holy shit. That is insane. Insane, what a mission. Pigeon house. The ocean.
And Byangee walls. I'm so chuffed we actually made it. Obviously it's not sunrise, but look at that, it is absolutely spectacular, so can't complain. Well, I'd still love to do it for sunrise, but we're gonna go head down the southern tip because apparently that's the best view, so fucking success.
Alright, to summarise this trip. There is a famous quote by a man named Ralph Waldo Emerson. It says, "It's not about the destination, it's about the journey." And while I'm still chasing that ultimate sunrise image, the journey so far has been an absolute blast. The day I do finally get that image, when I look at it, it won't be just a good image. It will tell me a story of the friends I was with, the people I met, the struggles to make it all happen. Photography for me is not just about sharing nice photos, it's the living you do to get those photos. And that, my friends, that drive to get outside, it's the reason I love photography so much.
So heavy. Whose idea was it to bring this? Ready?
You gotta push now.
This descent, it's so hard with this pack on front because it blocks my view where I'm walking. It's going to be sketcy, but without filming it'll probably be better. So thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next adventure, guys.
Whoa.